May I first extend once again my sympathy to His Excellency President Aquino for the immense damage to the Philippines caused by a typhoon that hit the country in November. I also would like to pay my tribute to the President's admirable leadership in responding to the disaster. Because of the special relations between and the Philippines as strategic partners, and because of the Japanese people's wish that they would like to reciprocate the warm assistance from the Philippines in the Great East Japan earthquake, Japan has sent the Japan Disaster Relief Team, consisting of its medical personnel and the largest ever contingent of the Self-Defense Force. Japan has also provided emergency funding and relief supplies. Japan is going to provide seamless assistance through the recovery and reconstruction processes in coordination with the Philippines. I wish that the 50 billion yen post-disaster standby loan, which has just been signed, and the new 6.6 billion yen grant aid will be fully utilized, and the Japanese experts' knowledge will become useful in making reconstruction plans. Our strategic partnership has been augmented further through the Philippines' formal decision to adopt the Japanese system of the digital terrestrial TV broadcasting, the signing of the exchange of notes on the provision of patrol vessels to the Philippine Coast Guard, and the signing of notes for further liberalization of the air services. These are in line with the 4 initiatives in diplomacy with the Philippines, which I announced in Manila last July, and represent an achievement in our partnership.
今回3回目となる
I feel that President Aquino and I have developed stronger personal trust in each other over the 3 summit meetings that we have had this year. Given the increasingly difficult regional security environment, I am willing to address regional and other international issues under much closer coordination with the President.
ありがとうございます。Thank you very much.
ありがとうございました。続きまして、秋野大統領よりお願いいたします。
Mr. President, please.
Your Excellency Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, members of the Japanese and Philippine delegation, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today, I convey the deepest gratitude of the Filipino people to His Imperial Majesty Emperor Akihito, the Japanese people, and the Japanese government for their messages of condolences, sympathy, and solidarity, and for the assistance they extended and continue to extend for us in the wake of Typhoon Haiyan. From donations made by private citizens and groups to official aid from the Japanese government, the friendship that Japan has shown us is truly extraordinary. I would also like to thank Prime Minister Abe for leading in all of these efforts and for his hospitality in this our third meeting.
今回も個人民間団体の
Your generosity towards our people only shows the strength of the relationship between our two countries and our shared commitment to work together in order to uplift our peoples. These are also evident in this visit of mine. Prime Minister Abe and I had extensive and productive discussions on matters of mutual interest. Japan has consistently been one of the Philippines' top trading partners. This visit allowed us to reaffirm our commitment to even stronger economic cooperation. Our enhanced partnership extends far beyond our trading ties. As you know, the Philippines is a country of more than 7,000 islands. And the challenge is how to communicate with all our people and how to move them to where they must be, especially during times of disaster. This was most evident in the wake of Typhoon Haiyan, a time when we need the wherewithal to transport relief, aid, and support to more than 1.4 million families affected. We are thankful for the yen loan from Japan to provide 10 patrol vessels for the Philippine Coast Guard, thus enhancing our maritime capabilities. I also took the opportunity to inform the Prime Minister that we have officially adopted Japan's ISDB-T system for digital terrestrial television broadcasting, since the superior features of the Japanese system, particularly of its emergency warning broadcast system, will be essential in our desire to save lives, especially during calamities. Furthermore, since our initial estimates are that we will be needing about $3 billion to support critical immediate actions and short-term and medium-term interventions post-Haiyan. I am likewise grateful for our exchange of notes on the post-disaster standby loan from Japan. These will definitely help get our people back on their feet at the soonest possible time. We also had an exchange of notes on the new schedule for the Philippines-Japan Air Services Agreement, which will benefit our respective air carriers and help realize our country's tourism goals. This will also heighten people-to-people exchanges between our countries, which are important in fostering understanding and in maintaining the strength of our relations. We also thank Japan for the development assistance they've given us in the infrastructure sector. For instance, in conducting a feasibility study on the transportation roadmap for Greater Manila. Their help will allow us to make great strides in our desire to vastly improve the state of infrastructure in the Philippines, while at the same time protecting our environment through pursuing the development of an efficient transport system that can minimize pollution. We also express our appreciation for Japan's tireless efforts in supporting the Mindanao peace process. They were responsible for fostering the milieu through which we made our initial breakthrough, even at a very short notice, when they hosted our talks with the MILF here in August of 2011. Now we are in the penultimate stage of the framework agreement we are working on with the MILF. In addition, Japan has helped the peace process through the International Contact Group, the International Monitoring Team, and the Independent Commission on Policing. They have also supported our people at the grassroots level through reconstruction and development efforts in conflict-afflicted areas through the Japanese Bangsamoro initiatives for reconstruction and development. Prime Minister Abe and I also exchanged views on issues affecting the region. We reiterated our commitment to uphold the rule of law, to promote the peaceful settlement of disputes, and to ensure freedom of flight in international airspace. This year has indeed been a banner year for high-level exchanges between the Philippines and Japan. Throughout the dialogues and discussions our two countries have had, we have always expressed a consistent desire to deepen our relations and to enhance our strategic partnership. We do this knowing that stronger engagement will benefit both the Japanese and the Filipino people, foster development, security, and peace in our countries, and build a more peaceful and more secure Asia-Pacific region. We thank the Prime Minister. We thank all of you.
今年は特にハイレベルの日本・フィリピンの交流が充実した年で